Jackson Bernard. Little sidestep for the touchdown, Utah. Paying off the penalty. To be 6'6", 6'7", have that wingspan, that's not realistic. Rising, launches, down the field to the toe and Monty Parks. Rising, could backstroke in. And it's running right now. 2nd and 1 throw down the middle. And a beautiful jumping grab by Kincaid. That's on target for a Utah touchdown. It is Vele down to the deck in red paint for a score. Play action for Thomas. Rising the throw, Kincaid again. And this place erupts. 12 catches. High snap, Rising to the sideline with a marker in. It'll be first. Thomas is in. It's Rising, driving the legs. Touchdown. Rising is in. Rising up the middle. He's in. Utah leads. Caleb Williams sees the pressure, has to bail, has to throw it quickly. When will it land? Where will it land? Incomplete. Utah wins. It's Jackson, and he sniffs the end zone, a touchdown. And Cage, 2nd and goal. Rising steps up and throws to the end zone, and Dixon is in. Completely here in Vegas. 3rd and 19, Rising is right on target. Monty Parks broke free. Touchdown! The Rose Bowl berth on the line here for his team again. Rising flings it downfield, and he's got the tight end. Yasmin is free inside the 15, and he rumbles on in. Side, including Addison. Williams throws that direction, and it's intercepted. Picked off by R.J. Hubert for Utah. 3rd and 2 for Utah. It's a run for Jackson. Jaquindon Jackson is through. Touchdown. To the college football playoff hopes of USC. Pressure coming from the outside. Williams staggered. He's hit. The ball came free. Diabate was in first. And there is Mr. Barton again. Bernard on the run. Oh, he's free. And he broke another tackle. Doesn't that just say exactly what happened all second half?
Spears on the Wildcat, takes the direct snap. Gets into the end zone, no doubt. Williams, green pocket again. Drills one, picked off. Ooh. At the 8-yard line. Monroe says, "You're not going to fool me twice." Pratt on 2nd and 10. Completes it over the middle, Jackson. And he took some ankles at midfield. Jackson on the move. Step in. They're looking at shoe bottoms. Touchdown! No hangover from that Utah game, and here's Spears out into the secondary. Man, he popped the clutch.
Sounds biblical.
Spears broke a couple of tackles. Happy New Year, New Orleans.
What we've seen from Jerry Rice, yes, he is on YouTube and you can watch him. The greatest of all time. His son is having a great game.
You might have to find Google to find this guy. Spears! What an answer! Tyjae Spears all the way down inside the 10, inside the 5, finally corralled by Bullock. Family watching in attendance. Here he is. Daddy, you proud of that? Touchdown, Tulane. Got to get to work quickly here. Pratt fires. Complete over the middle. There it is. Deuce Watts. Deuce on the loose. One guy to beat. Finally tripped up.
Time play right on cue.
59 yards in all. And there it is. Spears with the touchdown. They came right back in 2 plays with an answer. A resounding one. Oh, we're going to have a safety. Jenkins with the tackle. And it's a safety. And in goal. Fires. Incomplete for Bauman. Incomplete. The official right there. Eric Gentry there in coverage.
Arm.
Let's bring in Matt Austin again, our rules analyst. What's your take, Matt?
Yeah, Robert, you're exactly right. I don't see the ball touching the ground either. It is resting on both their hands. He secures it before it ever touches. I think this is going to be a touchdown.
One chance for Caleb Williams. They're going to try a bunch of laterals here. Still on his feet. Still alive. Not advancing the ball a whole lot. And that might be it. It's over.
Offensively a week ago. Trying to start a little better this week as it is intercepted right down the middle of the defense. It's Watts, Xavier Watts with the pick, and he is still on his feet now as he takes this football down inside the 15. Hartman drops, fires, and this pass is caught. This is Payne, and Payne goes in for the Notre Dame touchdown.
Team just to relax and execute ball plays.
Williams, pressure, able to elude that, and then throws an interception. It's Watts again. Now Watts trying to take it to the house as he takes a shot right there near the goal line, and they're going to mark him out at the 2. Heavy formation for Notre Dame. Hand the football straight up the middle. Touchdown, Audric Estime. Points for the conclusion of this first half. Williams, pressured, retreats, and now he throws another interception. It's Benjamin Morrison who rises and picks it off right there in the sky.
Hammer SC right here.
Straight up the gut, Estime walks in for the Notre Dame touchdown. Play action for Hartman. Now Hartman looking deep down the field towards Tyree, and that pass is caught, and in for the touchdown goes Chris Tyree. He's all speed.
There's your play action shot, Jack. 2-point conversion and a field goal to tie, and we got plenty of time to do it.
2-possession game, and here we go. This is Price bringing it out, trying to return of his own. Now Jadarian Price turning on the Jets. 20-10 touchdown Notre Dame. Wow. Williams drops, flips it to the outside. Williams lost the football, ball is loose, and it's scooped up. Watts into the end zone. Have a night, Xavier Watts. My goodness. Kneel down from Hartman. And this will be a night that Al Golden will think about and smile for a long, long time. And you mentioned those matchups that he had with Patrick Mahomes. And when he was going through the game plan yesterday, it just felt like he had been in this situation before. He knew exactly what he wanted to do. He said, I want to double team that quarterback. Forget about the receivers. And now you have the fans rushing the field.
He ran a bunch of Wildcat last week against Cal, and Barnes looks his direction. It is Vaki out of the backfield. Sione Vaki is in. Arizona, King in motion. This is Bryson Barnes right up the middle for a touchdown. So it is legal motion. And Barnes off play action, rolling this way. Money Parks again. He tucks it away. Parks down the sideline. And he just stepped out of bounds. Barnes waiting. Alexander after him. He throws, end zone, touchdown. Landon King pulls it in. It's an option pitch. It's Lloyd to the fringe, and Fillinger knocked the football away, and there is Cole Bishop. He's in for the second half, and he's got the football for Utah. First got here, he turns into a running back, and it's first down for Utah. That's over the middle for Bakke. Sharp cut, end zone, wow! Second down for Barnes. Pressure coming. He runs. Barnes across the 40, and he's inside the 20. Bryson Barnes, unbeaten as a starter in college football, gets 26 yards just on scholarship earlier this year. It is good! The Utah Utes sink USC once more in another classic.
Johnson, he just waltzes in. Penix and the Huskies answer Caleb Williams and the Trojans. Each quarterback 5 for 5 in the opening drive.
Down there in the end.
Yeah. Penix from the pocket, spins free. Trying to mirror Caleb Williams' creativity, launches the end zone, caught! No signal, did he hold it? Yes! Devin caught the tight end. USC going to shift around and respond to this, and not ready for Dylan Johnson. Can they get him? Dive for the pylon. Touchdown, Dylan Johnson. 52 yards, and that pre-snap eye candy. Penix, long throw wide open is Odunze. How do you ignore the all-world wide receiver? It's a Penix from the pocket against three-man rush. That was easy. Pitch and catch to Jalen Pope, who came alive on that drive. Team and be a leader from day one, too.
It's impressive.
Backpedaling, they got him with the first time. Lost the football. Coughed the football up. It was knocked loose by Tupula Fatui. Johnson dives in, and the Huskies do cash in the Caleb fumble and take their first lead tonight. Johnson off the left side. Dylan Johnson with a 3-touchdown first half. Just keeps rolling. Penix, what else? Just muscles in, and Washington uses about 3.5 minutes to go 75 yards in 7 plays and reclaim the lead. They can reach the end zone. Johnson on the pitch. Gets the drive started with a big chunk play. It's a foot race. Dylan Johnson finally shoved out of bounds at the 35. Johnson, touchdown number 4. And incomplete. Throw was wide and low.
Championship on a Friday night.
Oh, I can imagine. I'm thinking about it since we're up in Seattle.
Me too. That would be one of the best games of the year. Already was.
And the chorus of discontent in Los Angeles about this SC defense, Kirk. The fact is it's just going to grow louder and louder as Washington gains 572 tonight.
Sometimes, but this guy right here is special, man. I love his style.
5 wide for Nix. Back shoulder throw. He's got it. It's Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson. Call him Johnson. Touchdown. All right, he came over to take this position, getting to work with Nix. This pass, beautiful. And it's Troy Franklin. Look at that speed. Phil Knight has already signed him up. Irving remains the setback. And second and goal over the middle. Caught. Touchdown, Ferguson. from the 21. Oh, look at that pirouette act by Nix. In the end zone, touchdown. Right to Tez. Well, it was their drive, wasn't it? It was brother to brother.
Let's see if they try to exploit that. They dictate that really quickly.
Ball on the ground. It looks like Oregon ball, and it is.
Wow.
For a punch out here on this drive. Irving, Bucky, touchdown. But I will say this, Nick Saban's team has improved as much as anybody. Jalen Milroe put on a show again today in Kentucky.
Same formation on 3rd down and goal, and they hand it off to Harden, and he's into the end zone for the UCLA touchdown. For touchdowns, got a rushing touchdown. Williams finds him again, and he fumbled the ball. UCLA's got it. Kenny Churchwell comes up with it against Arizona State. Big 3rd down and 5. Garbers to throw, got a man wide open. Easy pitch and catch touchdown to Habermill. Able to sack him 3 times, and here they come. Garbers on the run, gets rid of it the last second to Harden for the touchdown. What a play by Garbers, being dragged down by Jalen Smith. Backed up, 1st down on the 7. We're running here. Nice cutback by Marshawn Lloyd, and then he fumbles the ball. Alex Johnson picks it up. Touchdown UCLA. Scoop and score for Alex Johnson.
7 over the next 14. Not what they expected when they brought in Lincoln Riley.
Underneath pass caught by Habermill. Breaks a tackle. Habermill into the end zone for the touchdown. What a great run after the catch by Hudson Habermill.
In the pistol. Mullins, big opening, might be gone. Touchdown, Michigan. Donovan Edwards found a crease on the outside, got a block. Donovan Edwards is going to take it for Michigan. Touchdown, Wolverines. 41 yards. Moss, quick throw, intercepted. It's going to be a pick 6. Will Johnson will take it for the Wolverine touchdown. The yard, a big one. And they've got it, and then some. Mullings dragging Trojans, broke free. Mullings in the clear. It's a foot race. He'll get tracked down, but he comes up with the biggest play of the day, other than his 50-plus yard touchdown run earlier. Mullings. He's in. Touchdown, Michigan. Eldridge comes way out to the near side. Moss fires. Didn't get the 1st down, I don't think. Sharon Morrison. He's out. He is out. Michigan takes over on downs. They're going to win it at home.
With that movement like they did with their running back on this snap.
Darius Taylor breaks into space. Flag down, Taylor down the sideline, and he finally gets pushed out of bounds. Brosmer with 2 tight ends behind him. And waiting for a signal. His teammates think he's in. There we go. 2 arms up, and the Gophers punch it in.
From Minnesota.
Give it back to him. Taylor, patient, cutback, big hole. Taylor out inside the 30, breaks another one, and he gets down inside the 25. In the game, the running back. Brosmer keeps it! Minnesota scores! Push again. Brosmer, they push him in! Wait, USC says no. Waiting for a signal. For the Trojans. Moss to the end zone, intercepted. Coy Parrish. And the Gophers beat USC 9 seconds away from doing that for the first time since 1955.
As a receiver again and it's going to be a double pass. Aller loads, fires deep. Man, there is Warren. Got it. Touchdown, Penn State.
Make it the 47. They fake the pitch. Aller fires. Got Warren on the run. Tyler Warren trying to collar him. They do, but not till he gets to the 20-yard line.
Hey.
Allen straight up the middle. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. We're an extra point away from a tie game.
Get second and short.
Just inside the 15. Aller, number 15. Flares it out in the flat. Nick Singleton down the sideline. Touchdown, Penn State. Again in overtime. And it's wide left. He missed it. For a Nittany Lion win. Got it. Penn State in overtime.
Mistakes like that in the red zone.
Edwards steps up in the pocket, looks to the end zone. Touchdown! Octavian Smith somehow held on.
And we'll see if Maryland.
Pressure. Moss. Oh! Throw. It's picked off. Maryland's got it heading the other way. That's the big change of pace they needed. Scrubs all the way inside the 20. Edwards, complete. Touchdown! Ty Felton! Hemby. Gets in. Touchdown, Maryland. Just wanted it more. What? And a pitch. Are you kidding me? Miller fumbles it forward. What a perfect time for a blocked field goal.
To the left side of the formation.
Keeper. Edwards. Touchdown, Maryland. Fourth down. Marks. Dropped it. He dropped it. Caleb Wheatland forced him to drop the ball. And that'll do it. Maryland holds on fourth down.
It's on the field. Coleman gets it, sidesteps one. There goes Coleman. Touchdown, Washington. Rodgers to throw a first down, runs the slant to Boston. Williams at quarterback. Handoff, Coleman bounces left side end zone, touchdown. Too easy for Jonah Coleman. That's right, that's two. Moss intercepted. Bruner's got his second one of the game. Bruner still on his feet. Into USC territory. What a night for Carson Bruner. Jet sweep. Edge. Touchdown. Keith Reynolds. First score of his career. Pressure coming. Moss. Got rid of it. Incomplete. Ball game over.
Down a goal inside the one. Love fighting and scoring. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Now Leonard back to work. Little screen pass to Love. Jeremiah Love with a hurdle.
Man.
20, 15. Blasting his way down around the 6-yard line. He has done that all year long. Leonard to the end zone. Got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Eli Raritan.
Yep, slot fade to your tight end to the outside. Was that box even more? He did.
Price. And Price off to the races. Jadarian Price with a blocker in front down the sideline. Touchdown, Notre Dame. 36 yards on the rush. Leonard. He'll take off on his own. And he's got a lot of room.
And he tried to hurdle and got it to the 4-yard line. Leonard. He's got 33 touchdowns on his career. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Setting bad. Riley Leonard loading, firing, end zone, caught. Touchdown, Mitchell Evans.
The All-American.
McCree, the tight end, on the move. Will pull it up and throw the sideline. It's intercepted by the guy that's been picked on all day. Christian Gray down the sideline. Gray still going, and he is on his way for a Notre Dame touchdown. There is a flag down. Maava on 4th and 6, and it's intercepted again, this time in the end zone. And Xavier Watts, he wants some of what his teammate had. He's going to take it coast to coast as well. 100 yards. I said it couldn't get any longer than Christian Gray's. I wasn't expecting one in the end zone. That's a final snap. In a wild one, the Coliseum, 49-35.
3. The handoff, Jordan again with a buzz. He lost it. Picked up on the far side. No special effects. They're just going right at him. Here's Altmaier with a nice cut. Touchdown, Illini. Bada bing, bada boom.
Then he couldn't stop laughing. A moment of levity. Illinois football was going to be okay.
And here's a great moment for Illinois as he returns. And double reverse in the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! 2nd and 9 at the 47. Maava picked off. Rosiak. Altmaier drops it off in the flats to Fagan. Fagan hits the edge. Down the sideline. Can he stay in bounds? Does he have enough? Touchdown, Illinois. 64 yards. Altmaier slide. Touchdown, Illinois. Justin Bowick. They hand it to Fagan. He dives forward and picks up, it looks like a first down. Clean snap, good hold, it's up. Oh, good! Illinois wins on a last-second walk-off field goal by David Olano. 34-32.
When Love gets involved, that'll be on 2nd down and 10 with a hole. Jeremiah Love, major speed across midfield. Will they catch him? They will, just inside the 15. You know it's a threat of a home run every time he touches it. 2 rushing touchdowns last week against NC State. Looking for another one here. Bursts away from the initial, and he's got it. Touchdown. Jeremiah Love does it all. He sets up first down from the 16 on the handoff. Up the middle, exploding. It's placed to the outside, to the corner for the touchdown. Jadarian makes it happen for the score. 7 at this point of the first quarter. Here's Carr, end zone, touchdown, Will Pauling. Notre Dame extends the lead. Team back up by a field goal. This one will be taken out a yard in. Price gets away from one, across the 20, finds a crease, Jadarian Price. He has done this before. Price extends away. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Jadarian to Jahouse. They'll pitch it to Lemon instead. Lemon looked like he was trying to throw it. He lost the ball. Notre Dame is there. Don Schuler knocked it away. And Billy Abuasa, right place, right time. What a swing. Carr, second chance, is good. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Try to get about half of it back here if you're Mayava.
In trouble again. Scrambling around. Head downfield. Loads it up. Picked off! That will do it! A game ender for Notre Dame as they come up with the interception with Luke Tulane.
6, they can get a first down at the 5. There's the toss to Whittington. Got an opening and got a touchdown. It's Jordan Davis, I beg your pardon. Sadiq again in motion. Play fake. Moore on a crossing route. And it's the other tight end, Jamari Johnson, and he blasts his way for a first down. And the play fake, and Moore throws to the end zone. Kenyon Sadiq, touchdown, Oregon. He's got a crack at this one from the 16. Malik Benson across the 40, midfield. Benson, he might take it. He will. Malik Benson, touchdown, Ducks, flying high to the end zone. Mayava looking left the whole way, and now comes down the middle into coverage, and it's intercepted. Moore, the throw for it, and completes it. Guess who? Malik Benson. In the backfield too, and he takes a direct snap. And on senior day, the linebacker for the touchdown for the Ducks. The third quarter. Moore fires, and Kenyon Sadiq, touchdown. Tailback gets the handle. Noah Whittington gets the touchdown. Ducks score again. 9 yards for Noah Whittington. And the crowd booing because USC is going to take a snap instead of a knee. It's going to be the same result anyway. Something they couldn't do all day is run the ball, and they couldn't on the last snap either.